Yeah. What is it that's so powerful about the voice?
It's yours. Say what you feel, say what you know, and say what's right and what's wrong and right. I don't even believe in wrong and right. It's too circumstantial, and people are too fickle. So, what is wrong and right? Um, Basically, all I know is I know not much. I'm a fool at best, but there are things I feel are meant for me and like right for me in particular, you know? So that's what I stick to. And if it doesn't feel right, I keep it moving. Chuck some water
Yeah.
and stretch and keep it moving, you know? That's just how it goes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we've been talking the last couple days just about intuition.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what does that mean to you, and what's it been like for you, especially kind of as I know that you kind of see your life as a creative process, not just creating. And,
Ooh.
how do you learn how to follow your gut? What's it all about?
Not forgetting that we are mixed with both creator and creation. We are a part of this beautiful aesthetic to the eye we call Earth. Wow, like we are just as much a part of it as it is a part of us. To remember that is one of the most powerful things, you know? Keep it'll fill you up when your cup is low. You are just as important and special as anything you see or hear or do. Like that could be you. So, um, yeah, what was your question again?
I think that if
Tangent.
you didn't answer it like with the answer, you answered it with your voice, which is
Got
exactly
you.
what the question was about. Why is it so powerful? And I think you just demonstrated it. I mean, when
Mm.
you speak, it's like you're just speaking poetry. I hope you know that.
Well, I'm a poet. I hope you know it. Um, that's word to all of y'all. I'm a poet and I'm proud. Like, and I wasn't always proud to say that, but I'm a writer and I'm full of love, you know. And like, I've had my qualms and issues with what I wish I could be, what I wasn't. Like, I don't get caught up in the what ifs. It takes too much of this sacred time in this present moment we have, you know. I think the past, in my opinion, should be utilized to remember what not to do. The future should be set with pure and good intentions. And really, all we have technically is the present and now, the here and now. So, yeah, music is one of the tools I have that I'm able to sit still and do nothing but that. And I feel I am so present. And the sense of time disappears. I would love it and encourage everyone to allot time not only to find out what that thing may be for you, but to also indulge in it.
Yeah.
You know, we all have that inner voice that wants to try to stop us when we're feeling sad or low, and like, you know, but not succumbing to those thoughts. Do not identify with your thoughts. Be your intentions and take action with what you want to do. Use your voice. Speak your truth. Talk about what needs to be talked about, where it needs to be talked about, and be strong. Your voice. What a beautiful instrument. I haven't really dabbled in too many instruments yet in life, and I've got some like Berkeley School of Music level type musicians, some self taught that are just like, if you sat next to them on any instrument, you'd be like, cool, like I'll sit here for a few hours. And the fact that I've had friends like that encourage me and remind me that my voice is my instrument and I should embrace that, you know, that's, oh, how lucky of a man I am to have friends like that, you know? But if you don't have friends like that and you want to use your voice as an instrument, you can do it. You are meant to. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
wanted to tell y'all real quick.
No, I love that, Michael. And as you were talking, I started thinking about it's not just your voice, but it's the words, right? And we talked the other day about how words are seeds and about like the transition that you made from kind of like one name to another name,
Yeah, yeah,
right? Can you
yeah.
tell us a little bit about Grove's thesis?
Certainly. So my artist name is Groves Thesis. That's Groves space thesis. And it just felt so right. I When I started investing in my music a couple years ago, I rushed the name Michael Provoke, which stems off the provoke the hope, the ethos I have for what I want to create and the platform I wish to create one day. And Michael Provoke just seemed rushed, and I never truly even like to say that's what the artist name was. You know, as weird as that sound, it just didn't feel natural. It just felt rushed and forced. And one day I was thinking, like, if you're gonna keep investing your hard-earned money in yourself, like, be about it. Like, love and understand and know everything you're giving, because if you don't know the words you're saying, who else will? If you don't speak the words proudly that you speak, like, they won't be felt as much as they could be. Maybe they could be felt, but I switched it to Grove's thesis basically because when I look at life and, however much longer I will be gifted to live on this beautiful planet, I will think of my life as a grove of trees, a garden, if you will, and all the intentions and ideas and thoughts and everything I manifested and everything I brought to fruition into reality, like, are the little seeds I planted. And how will they grow over time? What will they look like when my grove is at its, when it reaches its decline? Because everything is full circle,
Mm.
that's okay. But Grove's thesis, like, what will my ideas transpire? What will grow from it? What will it look like? Will I be shaded by the sun, the heat of this life? Will I provide shade for others? Will I have something beautiful to look at? Will This is all, metaphor type vibe, dancing around, because, it's kind of hard to talk about yourself. Anywho, how about this weather? It's like, um, yeah. So Grove's thesis is just, what will my accumulation of words and ideas and what I created look like when it's at its peak? What will it look like?
Mm.
What can it provide? What fruits will bear? So
I love that. It's like the name is like an invitation for possibility.
yeah, 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 definitely.
It's an intention for the fruit to be
Yeah,
born.
we're meant to bear many fruits, not just one, people. So work, 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 work after work. But yeah, so that's kind of where that derived. And I love it. I'll never change my name again. Sorry about all the people. I still have many songs under Michael Provoke on all platforms because I feel like that's was a part of the growth of my artistry, and yeah, I wanted to leave that up there. So some of my older work, but I've reached a point where it's Grove's thesis, and I'm very proud and would love it if anybody would look into it. So
Yeah.
if you wish. So yeah,
I'm feeling like it might be a good time to share the song that we created together.
yeah, let's do it.
So, well,
Love it.
let's talk a little bit about like first of all, I don't know what it one of the most beautiful things to me about being a creative person is honestly creating with other people.
Yes,
And
imperative.
I
If you
feel,
ask me.
it's like taken me time to be able to do that. I always played music by myself, until when I was in high school and I started getting into trying to improv music and play music with other people. And it was really hard at first.
Yeah, to link up,
It
get all
was, it
cycled
was,
up.
it was really hard because I didn't really know that much yet, especially about making stuff up on the spot. And so it's really beautiful to kind of reflect on the fact that if you, like you said, if even, even if you don't do it every day, but you stick with something over a lot of years, you find a lot of growth. You find a lot of growth. I found a lot of growth as an improvisational musician, and I still could grow a lot more, but I appreciate where I'm at.
Oh yeah.
And so I had kind of had a little bit of a theme in my head before you came over. I knew that we were going to do this together. And I guess I'm explaining this because it's like, this is part of my creative process. It's like, I knew we were going to do this. So I kind of set an intention. I like asked for
Love it.
the inspiration and the guidance to come through to kind of set the stage for something beautiful to be created. And so I was thinking about, I just had these like words in my head about like my feet being like worn and like the journey being like wearing, but like the journey is to come home. Like the journey is to come home to ourselves and to who we truly are and in our authenticity and in our strength. And that's some piece of that seed was in my mind once we started talking, and it
Right
was
on, right
reflected
on.
in what you were talking about too. It was reflected in you just speaking about like some of the challenges that you've had to move through, and yet I felt like in our conversation we both like came home and we kind of came home together. Yeah. So so that's kind of where the song came from, and then Michael kind of took it home for a couple days and played around with some words. So we're gonna play the song, and I think that the second verse is gonna just be on the spot. Right? You don't
Oh
really
yeah.
have anything planned,
Oh yeah.
so we'll
Maybe some
see.
of the first two. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what that's all about. The freestyling element. All right. My feet are worn from coming home. My feet are worn from coming home.
Oof, words my soul had sworn. Did you notice how the flies tend to swarm? I did the day I stepped right through a thorn. Oof, my love, look, love is warm. You could tie my hands and I'll still perform. Oh, at times I feel torn, others reborn. Yeah, yeah, don't you know it, baby? Step away from the norm. If you met God, how would you greet her? I heard all you need is financial freedom. Oh, if you met God, how would you greet her? I heard all you need is financial freedom. It go one love, two love, three love, four. Some days we all feel impure. It goes one love, two love, three love, four. Some days we all feel impure. Oh, my love, love is warm. Words my soul had sworn.
My feet are worn from coming home. My feet are worn from coming home.
Yeah.
My feet are cold from walking in the snow. My feet are strong from walking alone.
For the pain and the bliss, God, drop me a list. For the pain, for the bliss, God, drop me a list. I'm in a pink cat for the independent women that got strength and never say they can't. Oh my gosh, on the front porch with Nicole, promise me you'll never sell your soul. Ooh, love or hate me, both are in my favor. Love or hate me, both are in my favor. Say it twice. Yeah, look, it was the day that I noticed shit got fickle as hell. Scratch that, cause I was fickle as well. It was the day that I noticed, ooh, the devil has something to sell. Ooh, for the pain and the bliss, oh, heaven, drop me down the list. For the pain, for the bliss, tell the skies, drop me down the list. I reminisce, I don't do that psych. I live in the present, life of present. Gotta stay present. Said that 3 times, that's like silly 3 rhymes. Oh, Miss Nicole, all I know is there's not too much I know, and I'm a fool at best. And I'm a grown ass man, I'll take whatever comes from me.
My feet are from coming home. My feet are warm from coming home.
Yeah.
My feet are warm coming home. My feet are warm from coming home. Warm from coming home. home.
Gosh. Yo, high five. You're the coolest. Oh man. Let's all get a breath down to the diaphragm real quick. I don't know what that felt like on that side of the screen, but right here on this porch, I got little goosebump thingies. Oh man,
Yeah.
thank you for sharing that. Thanks
Thank
for
you,
coming up with
Michael.
that like so quickly. Like what a genius right here. Get you
Well,
some geniuses
thank you.
around.
I'll accept the praise,
Cool,
and I'll
cool,
also hand it back to you
cool.
um, because I love what you came up with,
Yeah,
and I love what came up together.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It just felt
yeah.
organic, right? That's some of
Mhm.
the coolest creation is just with not complicating the mind with overcomplicating everything. Us humans are good at that. Get good at other things because we're good at so many things. Whatever we choose to be good at, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah, well, thank you so much, Michael, for doing this. It's been truly a pleasure. I just have enjoyed this, even just for myself, to sit here and talk with you and
same,
listen to
same.
you and play music. And I'm grateful for everyone who tuned in or who does listen at any point in the future. And I welcome you to check out Michael's music, Grove's Thesis Music on Instagram,
Yep.
Grove's Thesis on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and
All that.
all the others.
All of
All
them.
the others. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. And we'll see you next time that we come together for a co creative